What is up, guys? It's Galaxytech Darklord here, coming to you guys today with another Dracopal deck profile for you guys. So this one's a bit different, no Magic Spectres, no Magicians. I'm going to work on a Magician one later. I'm not that fond of a Magician build at the moment. This is just Dark Dracopals basically. So opening up, we have 3 copies of Pendulum Sorcerer, one of the best cards in the deck, 2 copies of Guitartle, and 2 copies of Lizardraw. I'm very adamant about my choice to remain 2 of these each. Then 1 copy of Skullcrobat Joker, 1 copy of Monkeyboard, 1 copy of Silverclaw, 1 copy of Partnaga, and 1 copy of Secondonkey. I think in a future build I might cut Partnaga for a second Silverclaw, and I'm still running at least 1 Secondonkey because it's an extra searcher. It makes up for the lack of Skullcrobat Joker. Moving on, we have 1 Luster, triple Master, and triple Vector. So I will explain why I'm still running triple Vector when I get to the spells. Then moving on, we have 3 Ariadne. Then lastly for Pendulums, 1 Archfiend Eccentric, because Monarchs. Then dark stuff, we have 2 copies of Armageddon Knight, 1 Shaddoll Dragon. Our primary, the primary thing we dump with Armageddon Knight, which is Zephyros. And then just regular stuff, we've got 1 Masked Chameleon because we can fetch Shaddoll Dragon or Vector with this from the graveyard, or Master, or just use it to go into anything. I'm now running Omega in the extra deck, which is working out better than Scrap Dragon would just because it can dodge stuff. So now for the spells, 1 copy of Draco Face-Off, 1 Draco Connection. I'm really loving this tech. It works quite nicely. It's an egg, but searching out Luster in exchange for a Master or a Vector that might be dead in your hand is just really helpful, especially because Luster can be used to help your scales and just to go into Ignister. Then 1 Soul Charge because we do rack up cards in our graveyard quite easily, especially when we detach materials and stuff. Ignister has a tendency to go into the graveyard, so fetching it back at the cost of a battle phase to spin your opponent's stuff is very good, especially if the things you fetch from the graveyard can make something like Hope Harbinger or Felgrend. Then, the reason I'm running 3 copies of Vector is 2 Allure of Darkness. So I'm not running any upstarts at all for consistency, but I am running Allure of Darkness because this is a dark variant, so we actually do have quite a few dark monsters in here. We've got some of the time Silverclaw, all the time Vector, any of these if they're dead, or you really need the draw power. This is really working well, and I'm not regretting that decision. One of my friends from my locals gave me some ideas, and I've been testing this, and so far I'm actually liking it quite a lot. Then lastly, double Twin Twisters, because back row, you know, we don't like it. I think given the choice for the next build, I'm definitely going to cut this for MSTs. I don't like negging, that's the problem, even if it is to destroy 2 back row, I'd rather the MST just to destroy that 1 rogue thing that your opponent might have. Then lastly, traps. We have triple strike, 1 Warning, and 1 bottomless. So moving on to the extra deck, we have 1 Ignister and 1 Cypher Lord Omega. You make Cypher Lord Omega with Masked Chameleon, and you can put stuff that you've banished back in your graveyard during your opponent's standby phase. Personally, I don't see any need to do that with this deck unless you've banished a Zephyros with your Allure of Darkness and you can still use it. Ignister, you know what that does, it's the big boss monster of the deck. Then double Dinoster, followed by the Xyz monsters, which we open up with these 2, Felgrend and Hope Harbinger. Not cutting these from the build, definitely not cutting Felgrend, I like both of them a lot. Onto the rank 4s, double Magister Paladin, 1 copy of Dweller, really helpful in this format, 1 Castell, 1 Diamond Direwolf, 1 copy of Nightmare, 1 King of the Feral Imps, 1 copy of Key Beetle, and 1 copy of Rafflesia to round off those. So yeah guys, that just about brings me to the end of the video. I hope you like it. I hope you will suggest improvements in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy the video, and subscribe for more content. Peace out.